she'd like to disappear right now.
Yeah, well, that's women. Not many will tell you right away that they don't want anything to do with you. So they play hard to get, string you along, and then you look like an idiot when they finally tell you to fuck off.
Well, well. I didn't know you were such an expert on the female soul.
Well, well, look who's here. Good to see you, Henry. This is Vitek.
We know each other. Henry saved my pa's hide from the wolves.
I heard about that. First the wolves and then the injured leg.
And that was just the beginning.
Aye, that's my pa, and his drinking. Well, I'm afraid he's not going to fare much better today. He was asking after you. Did you talk yet?
Not yet.
If you want to talk to him, you'd better hurry up. Knowing him, he'll be sloshed in no time.
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl in the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
Do you know who she is?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
Actually, girls like poems. Well, unless you gabble like a barnyard gander while reciting them.
Gander, huh? Good one. Why don't you show Wojtek how it's done?
Well, I suppose I...
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or handsome Henry.
I'd like to see that. You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
I'm in.
Whoa! I didn't expect you to agree right away. You're an animal. You and I will get along just fine.
Well, you get along with everybody. Well, that is, if you don't punch them in the mouth at first sight.
Golden goose.
Mishka, shall we have a dance?
My feet are sore.
Show me here. I'll massage them for you. Oh, Mishka, dearest, you give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and valerian.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Great things.
How I long to kiss your lips. And, put my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To make the acquaintance of the young damsel. If she's willing, of course.
She's not willing, and she has no interest in your nonsense.
The damsel has a voice and a name.
And may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
I don't know. But I'd like to try it.
Another one?
Be my guest. I was just reciting Mishka a lovely poem. So let's see if you know any.
Leave it off. Mishka's not interested in any poems.
Finally. Thank you.
Mishka, is it true?
Aye. And if you didn't listen only to yourself, you'd realise that.
But I thought you liked it.
Well, do you know what it means to think?
I don't understand this at all. But girls like poems. All of them. Ma said so.
Recite to your ma, then. And give her my greetings.
But
Sorry I didn't realise right away.
Better late than never. Wojtek still hasn't figured it out, though.
But...
Hey, come along with me, Henry.
fucking hell. See what you did? Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
Isn't it better here?
It's a nice place. Thanks for showing it to me. It's definitely quieter here.
I come here when I want to be alone, or when I'm washing laundry. But enough of that. I'd rather hear about you. Like, where you're from, what you're doing here. You're not a local. I'd know you if you were.
Where am I from?
Unless it's a secret, of course.
I'm from Skalitz.
And what's this Skalitz of yours like?
They call it Silver Skalitz, because they used to mine the stuff there.
And they don't anymore.
No. Skalitz was torched to the ground, and we had to flee.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't want to bring up sad memories. Wouldn't you like to dance? It'll take your mind off things.
Gladly. May I have the honour?
And do you know how? Or will you stamp on my slippers?
I reckon I can manage a few steps. I haven't tried it for a while.
Don't worry. It'll all come back to you.
Care to dance?
Twit. So, and 1, 2, 3, and off we go.
How Henry's affair. He can't possibly come off worse than Wojtek, unless
See? You're doing pretty good.
you're in front of everyone.
I'm a natural.
Don't get so cocky. But you haven't stepped on my feet so far, which I can't say for many. Thanks, Henry. I enjoyed the dance.
I wonder how Henry possibly come off.
Yes, and I'm getting hungry.
Leave me? What are you doing here, Henry? I can't tell you how happy I'm to see you here.
Greetings, Olbram. I see the richest farmer in the county can't miss such an occasion.
Exactly. I was just wondering what that thief Project is doing here.
Let it go. Don't let him ruin the wedding for you.
You're right. Let's think to that, yes?
Sure. To your health, Olbram.
To yours, Henry. To yours.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but come closer.
Are you admiring your...
Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubrovka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
Why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance. The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
Isn't there something more to it? Everyone with two legs dances at a wedding. And young girls are always in demand. So there must be something else. Or am I wrong?
All right, I'll tell you. My girl's just clumsy. She dances like she has two left legs, and she kicks and tramples every partner's feet.
Indeed. Why wouldn't I dance with her? So what if she's not good at it?
Well, you're a good lad. Thank you. She'll be so happy. She's sitting there by the fire, the girl in the purple dress. But if she asks who sent you, you better not tell her. She's a sensitive girl, you know.
Sure, mate. Wife and mother.
How are you? I'm Henry.
I'm Dobravka.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dance? With you? I don't know. There's so many people.
How about a little something? For courage.
Well, that might work.
What do you fancy?
I'd like some wine.
Here you are. Wine for the fair maid.
Thank you. And cheers. I don't drink very often.
Today is a special occasion. Young Lord Semine is getting married.
So he should at his age. So, shall we dance?
Let there be music. The bottom foot was mine. Oh, God, this is punishment.
Did Wojtek actually manage to ever? And if Henry doesn't fuck up completely, today will be no different.
Oh, God, this is punishment.
A little sorry for him. I do. You can't help it. Unless you know a girl who's desperate enough to know. That's it.
Oh, God, this is punishment.
The other day, I caught him in the church staring at a statue of the Virgin Mary.
Oh, that was beautiful. I haven't danced like this in a long time. How did you enjoy it?
You dance like a fairy, Dobravka.
Truly? No one's ever told me that.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You're the first. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. But maybe we'll meet again.
Would you like some pickles, sir? It'll go well with the wine. Here on the table.
I would never cross you,
Can I get you a piece of piglet? It's golden and crispy. Well fed. Here on the table. You'll be settled your stomach.
We're at a wedding, Zlatushka. It would be rude. Henry! Finally! You've no idea how happy I am to see you again.
Likewise. How are you?
How can I put this? I'm in a fix.
Oh? What happened this time?
Look around you. This much booze. This won't end well. You have to help me.
Like how?
How? You have to make sure I don't get drunk. If you see me with booze in my hands, don't let me drink it, or it'll end badly for me.
So I'm supposed to follow you around and mind you like a child?
Well, I'd surely appreciate it.
Oh, all right then. There's nothing else for it. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Sure.
On the table. Can I get you a piece of piglet? Oh yeah, golden and crispy.
Welcome, Henry. You came with Radovan, did you?
Aye. He took me with him because we forged that sword together.
He did the right thing. Olbram's here too. That toothless old bastard. I hope he has enough sense not to disgrace Lord Samin.
You should have some sense too, and let it go. At least here at the wedding.
Maybe you're right. I'll not ruin the day because of him. Better to have a drink together. You and me, eh?
I'd love to have a drink with you.
To your health, Henry.
To yours.
Nothing but deep woods.
So you're really Lord Von...
Wait. Tell me, haven't we met before? You look familiar. I feel like I've seen you before. Didn't you serve at Trotsky?
You must be mistaken, Master Chamberlain. I've never been to Trotsky.
Is that so? I could have sworn... But true, I could be mistaken. After all, you commoners do all look much the same to me.
Master Chamberlain, where's Lord von Berghoff? Why isn't he here yet?
What's it to you? Lord von Berghoff will arrive when the time's right.
I'm only defending myself. What's that mangy old dog doing here anyway?
He's the biggest landowner in the domain. Right now. Moreover, his age commands respect. It would be rude not to considering he's still...
Go away!
He still remembers when Samin's great.
If you make it through this night, we're out to drink them.
Good afternoon. About the Roma camp by the pond.
Don't talk about them. I only have to hear about them, and I feel like reaching for my knife.
See you later!
Can't help. Unless you know a girl who's desperate enough to get off. Would you look at that? The return of the prodigal son.
How did it go?
I kicked Wojtek's arse. He didn't stand a chance against me.
We saw that, but tell us where you went with Mishka. What did you two get up to together? Tell us.
No, we were just talking, really.
Talking? Is that all?
That's all.
Give him a break. Not everyone's a blabbermouth like you.
Either way, it looks like I won the bet, Svatya.
That's true. Oh well, we have to drink. To the newlyweds' health.
That's what everybody here drinks to. Let's drink to us, fellas.
I should go and see Lord Semi. He looked worried, and I promised I'd help him. And introduce me to Lord von Berghoff in return.
You've got fingers...
I'd like to learn something new.
Well, you know how things work around here. All right, but don't forget, this will take some time. Throw in a few coins and I'll teach you whatever you want.
So you had to come too?
You could say that. I'm surprised you're here.
So am I, lad. So am I. Will you have a drink with me?
Of course. Good health.
To Lord Samin. Thanks to him, my head is still attached to my neck.
What do you think?
About the wedding? Fine. Plenty of wine and women.
But?
I'm not used to such affairs. It's a bit too quiet for me.
Quiet? Here? I don't know what kind of weddings you're used to, but I wouldn't call this quiet.
Aye, sure. But I'm talking about something else. And everybody's happy and friendly here. And I can't get used to not watching my back all the time, you know?
can't now. Wait a while.
Without you?
Thank you, lad. I haven't seen Dubravka this happy in a long time.
You're welcome.
My dear.
Stop dilly-dallying, Betty. Either tell me what you know, or keep
Peace
your
one
mouth
day.
shut.
How did your quarrel with the Taffordine even begin?
Oh, Alfie would have nothing else to talk about. Radovan,
I'm here to help you, sir.
I said you didn't have to.
Well, I made a promise. Is this about the beggars by the gate?
That too, but I'm more worried about my wayward relatives and their insatiable thirst.
You mean Yurko and the Moravians?
Oh, what did I do to deserve a nephew like him?
I'll try to keep an eye on them. Maybe I'll be able to keep them in check.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. But don't get your hopes up. Getting between them and booze is asking for trouble.
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking Tuma, the guard on the gate. Maybe he's figured something out already.
I'll talk to Tuma and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord von Berghoff arrives.
Of course.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it.
You're Henry, right? The one who came with the blacksmith?
The one and only.
You came to help me with them beggars?
Lord Semine would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
So what kind of food do you think we should give them?
If it was up to me, I'd give them scraps from the kitchen. But the cook keeps saying there's no scraps. Says she uses it all for soup and gruel. She put the scraps away in the pantry and won't let anyone in there.
Isn't there any way I could reason with her?
That's not going to be easy. She's got one hell of a mouth. I think even old Semine's afraid of her. He put her in charge of the feast, and now they're fighting over every single groschen. The wedding already cost him a fortune. If he starts giving to the poor as well, there'll be hell to pay.
Where can I find the cook?
In the kitchen? Where else? But you can't reason with her. She's a tight-fisted old hag.
Have you tried just asking her?
Why would I do that? I'm telling you, it's no use.
How can you be so sure? Maybe she'll be reasonable in the end. She was with her daughter.
Try it then.
Where's the pantry?
Right behind the kitchen. But like I said, the cook won't let anyone in.
I'll try talking to her.
Are you drunk?
Not drunk enough for a wedding feast.
God, this will be a fuck-up.
No, if I can't reason with the cook, I can always try sneaking into the pantry.
Well, if you do, just make sure she doesn't catch you.
Did you notice if she ever leaves the kitchen?
I've seen her go and gather herbs, or put more food on the tables from time to time. But someone would have to eat it all first.
I'm not hungry right now.
Well, that's too bad.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck, Henry.
Aren't the gods supposed to keep everyone safe?
Well, yes. Why do you ask?
How much does he owe you?
Few dozen groschen. Hop. Well. How did you get in here?
Greetings, innkeeper. I came with Radovan. We forged a sword together for Lord Semine.
So you can do something besides brawling? Don't worry. I'm just teasing you.
What would you like, young man? Did the food run out? If it did, just say so. Otherwise, stay out of my kitchen if you wouldn't mind.
Tuma says you don't want to give anything to the beggars by the gate.
Well, I don't. What do you care?
Don't you feel sorry for them?
Don't try that on me. I can't share what I don't have.
Is there really nothing left?
If I give them what's left, I won't have anything to cook with tomorrow. And then what? Tuma should have just driven them away. Why even bother with them? What are you looking for? There's plenty to eat outside.
Your dad had so much to drink he passed out in the pigsty. You will have to show me back to my house. Shut up. Come dance with me. So they did. Who cares?
Well, not every bride can afford a new dress made from the most expensive fabrics.
You work even when you're not in the shop, it seems.
Sorry, what I need to say. I'll say no more.
Older looks even more elegant than young did on our wedding day. You've got fingers of gold.
It wasn't honour.
I had to get married in a dress I borrowed from my cousin.
Well, that works if you've got a similar figure.
Oh, not at all. My cousin is solidly built, so that dress. Right. Ma took it in where she could. I was still tripping on it all over the damn place.
But it brought you happiness at least. You've got a healthy husband, a son, and even a daughter-in-law.
With whom?
Supposed to keep everyone.
I picked some food off the tables.
Let me see. Maybe that'll be enough for them. That'll have to do. It won't last them long, but they can be glad to get anything at all. That's that then. Thanks for the help. And you know what? Wait for me here. I'll throw it to them, and then we'll drink to our success. And no excuses.
surprise?
Well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Easy, gents. And come in peace.
You gave me a hammer in last time. Well, you'll near be so lucky this time, fella.
You want to fight? Here.
What's the matter? Are you shitting it? The laddie looks like he's gonna start a greeting.
What?
We're only having you on, pal. It's all water under the bridge. I'm Yurko from Moravia, and these fine lads hail from there too.
I'm Henry, from Scallis.
Well, Henry, come and have a wee drink with us to settle our differences.
Why not? I'd love to have a drink with you.
Of course you would. Fuck. That pish of yours makes me heave. It's no fit to drink. We have to find something better.
You know why Lord Samin won't give you anything better? Because he's afraid you'll get drunk and start a brawl.
Now look here, you bampot. I'll tell you an age-old piece of wisdom. A dry Moravian is 100 times more edge than a drunk one. So, if you didn't want this place smashed to pieces, bring us some decent liquor.
I see. This is getting serious. And where would I find something?
Something, my ass. We want the good swally we brought from Moravia. Seeing as we can't there be no but pishy. But old Samin took it from us and hid it in the fortress dunnies.
Dunnies?
The cellars. That old boddock even put them under guard with our liquor inside.
All right. But how will I recognise this stuff I'm looking for?
I'm sure you'll be able to tell. It's a wee jug. Well, maybe not all that wee.
And who's guarding the cellar?
A guard, of course. He's holed up in there like a badger, gawking at the door and not moving an inch.
I don't think there's much I can do about the guard. Do you have any ideas?
I didn't care. Just get rid of him. Make up some geech so he fucks off. I'll let you in there. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I reckon I don't have much choice, do I?
Shall we wait till nightfall? Or perhaps dawn?
It's no wonder he's in such a hurry.
Guests eat and drink.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
The girl turned him down again.
I apologize.
Or perhaps dawn.
It's no wonder he's in such a hurry.
This is so... Everybody's drinking and having a good time, and you're stuck sitting here in the cellar. Aren't you bored?
Don't even get me started. Finally, a proper wedding after all these years, and I'm sent to guard the cellar. So them Moravian drunkards don't drink it dry? Pah! And I'm so thirsty, I could suck the damp out of these walls.
I really don't envy you.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Now go and get yourself a beer. I'll take over for you for a while.
No way! If Tuma found out, he'd chew my arse off.
Tuma? Oh, come on. He's drinking too. We had some schnapps together a moment ago.
What? That sly bastard.
See? Why should you be stuck here like a sack of dry grain?
Right you are. If Tuma can drink, so can I.
At least Tillman's got himself a good cook.
Look what I found for you.
Oh, hooray! Bring it on! Ah. Well, that's something else. Hail Henry. Come and sit with us and have a swig.
Well, I can't say no to that, since I brought it to you.
I knew you know Egypt. To health, God, and Henry.
And to the newlyweds.
To them too. Bottoms up. God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord?
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
Couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. Such a lovely piece of work for Lord Semyon himself.
You were pleased with yourself, eh?
Everyone is, when their work is praised, aren't they?
Well, no wonder you didn't know which way was up. The praise made the blood rush to your head. And maybe elsewhere, too.
Don't you worry about my head, damn it. We have to find the sword.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to me to see it. A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. With all the commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fob. Like a lot of fellas around here.
Oh, that could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came? I showed it to old Semyon. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did you do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you the whole time?
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
I've been looking for it ever since.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. The one that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
I know that. He was in yellow. He was well dressed, all right.
I'll try to find the lad. Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away. How's life treating you, old Bram?
Have you seen anyone who you think might win it?
No one so far.
Not yet, milady. I never drink before performing a church rite.
So, what shall I have? Maybe I could have a slice of pickle cut right off the spit.
I bet that precious bull of his just shat all over it. A beast like that could easily spray the whole place in one go.
Have you come to play dice?
What would I do in a town full of monks?
I don't play dice.
So what do you want?
I wanted to congratulate you. You're marrying off your daughter. What a day.
Aye. Well, thanks. And you'll drink to it with me?
Actually rescued me.
Naturally. I won't turn down the father of the bride.
I'm happy to hear that. Here's to my Agnes.
To the bride.
Where have you been all my life?
In Prague.
Careful!
Hey!
Dressed in yellow. You might be the fella I'm looking for.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Sorry, do I know you?
Of course! You're Bushek, right? Only a week ago we were brawling over that girl in Chelyov.
Oh? And who won?
Well, me, of course. But it wasn't worth it. The girl was pretty, but as daft as a bag of rocks.
Ah, that's tough.
But now we've met again, we should have a toast. To water under the bridge, eh?
Radovan, the Takov blacksmith, has lost his sword. Have you seen any around here?
Of course I have. Plenty.
Plenty?
Every guard has one, right?
Ugh, never mind. You're so drunk you'd only hurt yourself with it anyway.
That's possible. Shall we have a drink?
Why not? I'd love one.
To your health, Bushek.
I'm not Bushek, but still. Cheers. Ugh, it's really sour. What the hell is this?
Wine, of course. All the way from Burgundy, they say.
Ugh, tastes awful.
Ah, just drink, Bushek.
I don't really... Oh, never mind.
What's he to the old man now? He said someone's friend all over his island.
Hey! Get your hands up!
Is it true you forged a gift for young Olga?
That's right. First class. Have you seen anyone who thinks they might win it?
How about finally? We're alone.
Yes. Finally.
Hey!
Dressed in yellow. You might be the fella I'm looking for.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Sorry, do I know you?
Of course! You're Bushek, right? Only a week ago we were brawling over that girl in Chelyov.
Oh? And who won?
Well, me, of course. But it wasn't worth it. The girl was pretty, but as daft as a bag of rocks.
Ah, that's tough.
But now we've met again, we should have a toast. To water under the bridge, eh?
Why not? I'd love one.
To your health, Bushek.
I'm not Bushek, but still. Cheers. Ugh, it's really sour. What the hell is this?
Wine, of course. All the way from Burgundy, they say.
Ugh, tastes awful.
Ah, just drink, Bushek.
I don't really... Oh, never mind. By the way, have you seen the blacksmith's sword? I'm sure he showed it to you.
Of course I have. Plenty.
Plenty?
Every god has one, right?
Ugh, never mind. You're so drunk you'd only hurt yourself with it anyway.
Me? Drunk? Nonsense.
Full of his just shuts all over it.
I'm sorry.
Could easily spray the whole place in one go.
So, right after the ceremony?
Greetings. What do you want?
Are you looking forward to being married?
Yes. Yes, I'm very fond of Agnes. As a wise man once said, 2 things are needed for a perfect marriage. The husband must be deaf, and the wife blind. Yes, we'll see.
Where's your bride?
She hasn't arrived yet. She'd be here already if Sir Otto didn't keep us waiting. If it were up to me, I'd start without him. But Father won't hear of it.
And where's Lord von Berghoff?
How should I know? But I doubt he'll come anyway.
Oh? Why's that?
Because he couldn't care less about us. Father is really naive to think he does.
Shall we have a toast? To you and your betrothed?
I shouldn't. The ceremony is still to come. Soon, I hope. Till we meet again.
Henry, dearest.
Big wheel.
Yes? What do you need?
You were a little nervous, weren't you?
Not at all.
That's a lovely yellow attire you're wearing. You're exactly the kind of fella I'm looking for. Do you know Radovan? The blacksmith from Takov?
I don't. And whatever happened, I don't know anything about it.
You don't know him? Then why did he tell me he remembered you hanging around him right before he got robbed?
It's not my fault, I swear. It's the devil himself who guides my hand. I'm completely defenseless against him.
The devil, eh? You better come up with a better story next time. Now give me everything you took.
Yes, of course. Here, take it all. What would I do with this, right?
Nice haul. And now the sword.
Sword? But I don't have any sword.
Don't lie to me, sticky fingers.
I might be a thief, but I'm not a liar. This is really all I took. And anyway, where would I hide a sword?
All right. I'll be going now.
Please, don't tell anyone. I'll sit on my hands from now on.
Mishka has plenty of time to get married. Don't worry your head
Leave me alone. Oh, so was mine this morning, I swear. Until now.
You mean you got it from something in here?
I did.
Henry? I just saw Yurko, and I think he's pretty soused. I thought you were supposed to watch him.
It's better this way. Believe me. A wise man once told me a sober Moravian is far more trouble than a drunk one.
That sounds like Yurko talking.
Indeed. And he ought to know about Moravians.
Oh, to hell with it. I have to admit Yurko seemed a little less surly right away. If only he didn't have to sing. Well, I suppose you can't have everything.
The beggars are gone. They won't embarrass you anymore.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I just hope Cook doesn't give me a hard time about it.
I managed in the end and got the food elsewhere.
Ah, that's good. You know, she's a good cook, but she can also be a real thorn in my side. Well, since you've served me well, I'll introduce you to Lord von Berghoff when he arrives. If you're still interested, that is.
I certainly am. I'd be honored.
I'll just introduce you to him, nothing more. Lord von Berghoff is a distinguished nobleman, and as such, and don't be offended now, he's not that interested in commoners.
I don't mind. What matters is that I finally get to meet him. Where's Lord von Berghoff? Why hasn't he arrived yet?
I don't know. I asked the Chamberlain, but he couldn't tell me much either, though he said he expected him to arrive soon.
I hope he's right.
I hope so too. He promised me he'd come to my son's wedding. I don't think he'd dishonor me like this.
Hit all to the ground.
Is that a threat?
What last time? Hey! I know you!
Oh, Christ. Look at the state of you, gamekeeper.
Henry!
Stop shouting, for God's sake.
Henry! You promised me you'd watch me. And look! Look at the state I'm in now.
Oh, well. What do we do with you now?
You have to help me get back on my meat.
Meat? What meat?
On my feet, I said. Feet! Henry, have you been thinking?
What, me?
You? What about you? Are you drunk? Or what?
Good God, how am I supposed to help you get back on your feet?
Since you ask. Well, I could use some broth. Strong beef broth. That'll get my blood flowing.
I'll see what I can do. You just stay here and don't budge.
Don't worry. I'm really not going anywhere right now. Fucking hell. Why am I at a wedding?
Pain in the ass.
He got his ass kicked. I saw it with my own eyes. Hey,
So, what shall I have?
Greetings.
You might be who I'm looking for.
Me? How's that?
Because you're dressed very nicely in yellow.
Envious, eh? My wife made these clothes for me, but they're not for sale. But she can make you some too, if you pay her well.
It's not your clothes I'm interested in.
Oh? Then what?
Blacksmith Radovan from Takov lost his sword. Do you know anything about it?
I saw the sword. The blacksmith himself showed it to me. Boasted that it was the finest in the whole county. Beautiful work, I must admit.
Did you like it a lot? Maybe even enough to take it from the blacksmith?
Hey, hold on. I do enjoy pretty things. I really do. But what would I do with a sword? I wouldn't even know how to hold it.
And was there anyone suspicious hanging around?
There was this one fella. I noticed him right away because he was dressed similarly to me, although his outfit was much poorer and tasteless. The color was fine, but otherwise it was a cheap, shoddy job.
You wouldn't know where I might find him, would you?
Indeed I do. He just dragged some woman up the stairs over there.
Is that why you think he might have taken the sword?
He committed a fashion crime already. People like that are capable of anything.
I'll go now.
So long. God be with you, good sir.
Get him! Smash the bastard up! Who gave them booze this time, I'd like to know. This won't end well for you.
Shall I have?
Never go at anyone.
Such a pretty
If I'm
woman,
not
no
rough,
escort.
It's been nearly a...
It might have occurred to me you were the one I was looking for.
Me? Why?
I expect he means me, Flower. No doubt Henry assumed I'd starve to death if he wasn't on my arse for a while. So, are you glad to see me?
It doesn't matter. Radovan the blacksmith has lost the sword he made for the groom as a wedding present.
Well, that's a bit of a fuck-up, eh? But I'm not really surprised when he was shoving it under everyone's noses and telling them there's none better in the county.
So you think someone nicked it?
I don't think so. I'm sure of it. The bailiff's son, Svatobluk.
What? Svatja? Nonsense.
What's going on here? You again?
Who is this drunk?
This is Wojtek.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
And you? What are you doing here with my... girl?
I am not your girl. That is certainly not only yours. And it's a few years since anyone called me a girl.
Did you hear that? Scram. Nobody's interested in you.
So you've ganged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick.
Hey, you animal! Do you have any idea who you're mouthing off to? This is Sir Hans Cape on a Perkstein. He could have you pilloried for a month for talking like that.
Oh, I had no idea. Excuse me, sir.
Well, each to his own.
I was afraid you were going to start a fight.
You don't have to be afraid with me.
Hold up, no change in the subject. What did you mean about Svatya?
Like I said, he took the sword.
Why should I believe you?
You don't have to. But do you actually have a choice? You can either throw more empty accusations at me, or you can try and find him. Last I saw, he disappeared into the battlements by the latrine, and then he showed up in the backyard under the dovecot. He didn't have the sword anymore.
And how do you know it was him who took it?
Because I saw him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I have to drag every word out of you? Where did you see him?
The blacksmith went to the latrine and left his sword outside. The blockhead. Svatya had his eye on him the whole time and just seized the opportunity.
Why would the bailiff's son take it? He and Semi will be family soon.
Why don't you ask him yourself? But from what I hear, the Samin's really sticking his craw. Why? I don't know. You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
All right. I'll take your word for it and try to find the sword.
Finally, you've come to your senses. And Henry?
Yes?
Just don't fuck it up. We need to talk to von Berghoff.
Enough for them. That lisping old fool Olbram keeps telling everyone we stole the meadow.
Vicious.
That won't work on me.
He'll have a fit. Maybe I'll have a slice of pig.
Wouldn't you like to bet on the Moravians?
On them drunken idiots? Not a chance. I'd like to know how they got their hands on the booze again. The old man himself ordered that they get nothing but beer.
I have no idea.
Ah, it's all the same now.
What are you gaping at?
Henry, have you seen that husband of mine?
Not for a while.
Is that true?
Right. We just greeted each other and then I went to eat.
Didn't you promise you'd keep an eye on him?
How do you know?
He bragged that he was sure you'd keep him sober. So where is he? Where have you got him?
Well, I let him out of sight for a moment. Sorry.
Oh, and it's all the same now. If you find him, come and tell me.
Of course. I'll let you know when I find him.
Oh, God be merciful. It's a good thing you're here, lad.
I found your husband.
And? Where is he?
I'm sorry, but he's completely plastered. He's lying in the corner, behind the dovecot.
Oh, sweet Virgin Mary. That idiot. Thanks, Henry. I'll take him home before he disgraces us completely. Greetings, sir.
If I find out you're lying,
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. The last time, you cut my hair wrong. Make it off. It was all wet. Oh, it must have been them lovely neighbors of yours. I'd like to toss your whole damn pickle to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man?
Oh, nice wishful thinking.
That must have been something, huh? If you're sick, you should have told me and found a replacement.
How's life treating you, old
You're
friend?
running to the privy all the time.
I was fine this morning, I swear. Couldn't hold out.
You mean you'll be back and play day in, day out? Especially about us.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. The last time,
Nothing to do with that.
no, it must have been them lovely neighbors of yours. I'd like to